Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Happy 2021. Craziness. I hope all you are doing well. Happy New Year to all of you. This is segment number 195. Again, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. Oh my goodness, so good to see you all. So super excited. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that through our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connection. So I'm excited to connect with all of you today. I know that it is a new year and hopefully all of you are invigorated. Please don't forget to say hello. I think there's nothing more important than being seen and being heard. So I'd love to see and hear from you. I'm so excited about everything that's going on, and I want you guys to feel, hello, Alicia. Hi, Lisa. How you guys doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope all of you have enjoyed a break. I took a break, and you guys probably knew that. I think that we ended I guess a week and a half ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago. I just needed to take a breather, just to kind of reevaluate, what I've done and then where it is that we are going. And I am supercharged. I think it's super, super important that we all take a break and realize exactly what we wanted, the steps that we want to take moving forward, but also to celebrate, if we are here to tell the tale, what we've lived through 2020. So I know a lot of people want to erase 2020 and pretend that it never happened. But I am embracing all that happened in 2020. Hello, Kelly. How are you? And embracing everything that is kind of going on during that time and then using that as fuel to move myself forward. So I am super, super excited, and I want to work with as many of you as possible. I want to make sure that you guys are watching. Our new platform is gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. It has been a labor of love. So many amazing, talented experts have lent their voice to our platform, and I have, again, I think over 200 plus interviews myself that I've done on the platform. If you visit www.thisisit.tv, you get to see all of the new shows. So please hop on there and check that out. We are also thriving in our best life with our Scream Your Dream community. So if you haven't joined yet, please make sure that you head over to the link within the post and join us. Today, we're going to talk about new beginnings. And a lot of you are in a space where you're like, I'm going to do it. So I think the interesting thing, people were talking to me about memberships and hey, your Scream Your Dream membership should go up and it should be like really great for the new year because everybody's like really charged. I want all of you to understand the marathon of things. Right? This is a non-traditional year, but typically what happens within the beginning of every year is that we always make these declarations. I don't even know if anybody bothered to make a resolution for 2021, but we typically start with a resolution. We start with, okay, well, how is this year going to be different? Hello, Tiffany. Good morning. Hope you had an amazing birthday, my love. How is this going to be different? How is this year going to be different than last year? And what we learned, I think last year, at least what I've learned, is that there's so many things outside of our control. There's so many things in which we could never have predicted and or prepared for. But all we can do is really focus on how are we going to function in the new beginnings of our life? How are we going to be better prepared for what it is that we want? Knowing that obstacles are going to be in our way. Knowing that we are going to have to jump hurdles in the pursuit of what it is that we want. So what does that new beginning look like for all of you? And that doesn't mean when you're like, new beginnings, you have to change everything that you've got going on in your world. There are some things, even though it doesn't often feel like it, there's some things that are working. There's some things that are good for you and your business that you are already currently doing. I want you, good morning, Lori. I want you to focus on what you have done well. Because we so live in a space where we want to focus on what we've done poorly. We want to focus, I want to lose weight. I want to da-da-da. Like all of the things that we are not necessarily good at, and we dwell on those and we try to twist those around within the new year. But I want you, in your new beginning, to lean into your greatness. I want you to lean into the things in which you already do well, as opposed to trying to recreate the things that you are weakest at or the things in which you are not good at. right? I'm not saying that you don't need the rhythm with your intermediate fasting or whatever it is you're choosing to do. Go with that, right? And let yourself feel better for it. But I want us to really lean into what you are good at, as opposed to trying to reinvent yourself completely. There's no need. I want you to reflect on what it is through the hardship of 2020, what it is that you thrived within, or what it is that you excelled within, or what it is that actually worked, if anything, in that time. And I want you to turn that up a notch. So not going from the valley and saying, okay, I'm going to start running 6 miles and I'm going to start doing all the things that you've never done. I'm talking about the things that you've done well. I want the new beginnings to happen on top of your existing successes, on top of your existing wins. I want us to create new on top of what we are winning within already today. And I know that a lot of us are like, okay, I don't have anything, so I'm going to start on over, and this is the time that I'm going to do it. But I'm going to challenge you to lean into what it is that you are already thriving in, even if it's small. And so when I say that, it's like, okay, I do these morning messages and did them throughout. This is episode 195, so I'm a lunatic. Good morning, Carol, right? And so I was able to have that rhythm, and I feel good, and I need this, and I love the fact that you guys tell me, that this helps you, and it helps me, and I think that it's wonderful. So I'm going to turn up this on Instagram, and I'm going to go and visit everybody on Instagram, and maybe I'll do the same morning message on TikTok. I'm going to do what I do well, and I'm going to enhance it. I'm not going to try to utilize this time, these uncertain times, these crazy times, and try to reinvent the wheel for myself. What I am going to do is I'm going to take whatever my strengths are already, whatever it is that I possess, whatever it is that I'm able to do. Good morning, Denise. Whatever it is that I'm able to do, whatever it is that I'm already thriving at, whatever it is my given skills and strengths are, and I'm going to lean into them hard. I'm going to make sure that those who know, follow, fan, and like me know what my strengths are. I'm not going to utilize this time that we are all blessed to have in challenging myself to reinvent the wheel, when what it is that I've done to this date, whether it be your personalities, your products, and all of those things that you've already done and the success that you've already had, if you can turn that up. Because what happens is that we get distracted by what we don't have. We get distracted by what we don't do well, right? And we put all of the energy in what we are not doing correctly, as opposed to putting that same amount of energy within this time of new beginning in where we already thrive, right? Where we already thrive. Again, I always like to reminisce about being an athlete, but they didn't challenge me to learn how to run the mile or the 3,200. They made me run the 400, the 2, and the 1 over and over and over again to get better at those races. Not that I could never run the mile well, and not that I could never run the 3,200 well, but the focus is what gets you the reward. The focus is what got me to states in the 4. If I was running the 3,200 and the mile and trying to be good at things in which I wasn't inherently good at, I wouldn't have gotten the success within those sports in which I deserved, which I already inherently had, if I just leaned into what it is that I was innately good at. And so I think that a lot of us use this new time in order for us, good morning, Joe, in order for us to say, okay, how can I be better at something I'm awful at this year? But the amount of effort and energy in which it requires for us to change ourselves, for us to focus on our downside versus leaning in to what it is that we are already possess and what it is that we are already good at. Lean into that space. What we will find is that what we are good at matters less or not at all. What we are poor at matters less or none at all. If you lean into what you are good at, right? It didn't matter. Nobody asked, does she run the 3,200? No one cared if I ran the 2 mile because I was good at the 4. I was good at the 2, I was good at the 1, and they were focused on that. There was no level of expectation for me to be throwing the discus because they were like, Sheldon is a sprinter and she's a good sprinter, right? I hope you guys are hearing what I'm saying and it makes sense to you in that way, because we are so fixated in this time of change about reinventing our wheel. And I'm not saying we don't enhance ourselves or advance ourselves in spaces in which we can improve. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that the amount of effort that it takes for you to focus on what it is that you are not good at, to dwell on your weaknesses, to try to make it, such a fixated point in your space is sad. When if you lean into your strengths, I'm a strong public speaker, I'm going to lean into it. I love marketing and community, I'm going to lean into it. I am bad at math and accounting, I'm going to find help and resource. I'm going to give that to somebody who is moved, motivated, and enthralled in spreadsheets. Because there is somebody out there that loves, good morning, Celeste. There is somebody out there that loves Excel. I'm going to give that to you. You're welcome. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm going to send you the Venmo. I'm going to write the PayPal. I'm going to do all of those things so I don't have to do that because it's a distraction from my strengths. So as we focus on these new beginnings, I want you to set yourself up for success. I want you to step into and run your race faster in the event that works for you. I want you to be proficient within that space. Think about it as it relates to degrees in your life and those that have doctorates and those that are professors in this particular space. Are they capable of learning something else? Absolutely. Those that are brain surgeons could probably be rocket scientists, definitely. But the trajectory of their lives are in a specific category. It doesn't mean you can't do those things. But there's only so many hours in the day, my loves. And what happens is that we focus on the things in which we cannot change and we lean into our weaknesses and we find ourselves discouraged come March, that we've given up that extreme change in our lives as opposed to celebrating come March. Because we've leaned in to the things that we are already excelling in and we have taken them to the next level. We are at the championships of that track meet. We are at the state level in what it is that we are doing. We have gotten our doctorate in that specific department. That is what I want for all of you. I don't want you to come March and be disappointed that you haven't changed yourself completely. I think it's unfair, and frankly, I think it's mean. But what I want to see happen is that you took the skill set that you already have and you've excelled in it. That you've gotten those degrees, you've built those communities, and you've really shared your gift with as many people as possible. That is your new beginning. Your new beginning isn't starting from scratch. Your new beginning is leaning into who it is that you already are. And making sure that everybody knows who you are, what you want, and why you deserve it. What we do here is give people the opportunity to find their voice. Give them the ability to tell their stories, encouraging them to no longer whisper their wishes, but to in fact scream their dream. As this new year begins, as you feel all of that energy and enthusiasm, I want you to feel that for yourself. I don't want you to put that energy and enthusiasm into what you are not. I want you to put that energy and enthusiasm into what you are. And allow for that to carry it in to what it is that you want. So I need you to do that for me. I need you to lean in. If you're doing a new beginning, it's not about, I didn't do this and I wasn't this. And I'm going to spend all of this time trying to be a better of that. I want you to be better of who it is that you are right now. If you have your feet on the ground, and we are lucky enough to have that happen, if you're lucky enough to walk around your house, pajamas or not, my goal is for you to lean into who you are this 2021 and use all of that effort and energy to celebrate who you are, to get closer to what it is that you want. If you feel like somebody in your world wanted to start over completely and lean into their weaknesses and needs this little message today, I suggest you share it with them. Because my goal is to ensure that all of you understand the importance of who you are and utilize the tools in which we provide each and every day in order for you to scream your dream. For more information on all that we've got going on, don't forget to log on to thisisit.tv.com and follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Watch us on our new platform, www.thisisit.tv, as well as follow, fan, and like us. I'm telling you, each and every day, Monday through Friday, I'm here at 11 o'clock Eastern. So if you need a little bit of inspiration and you need to stay motivated, I'm the gal for you. I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.